Yo guys, this is Intensity, welcome back to DC Universe Online. So, a couple of my past videos have gotten a few dislikes, and I think it's because that I haven't really been showing, I haven't really been doing commentary telling you guys what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I did a loadout video that got about 2 likes, which is good for a starting channel, I would say. High five for that. But anyway, I'm gonna explain basically what these powers do. I have changed them around a bit if you guys go back and check out my loadout from before. I have changed them around, and this one has been working flawlessly for me and PvP. I actually did a scrim against a trash talker, and it was hilarious because I beat him twice, and he continued to talk trash after that, and I'm just like, whatever. It's DC Universe community for you. But anyway, I'm going to explain how this power works, and I think you guys will find that it is pretty awesome. So, anyway, as you guys see, I have a very low amount of skill points. That doesn't matter in arenas, and neither does gear. I have low item level gear, yet I can still beat people fully modded tier 5 gear with usually no problem depending on how skilled the player is. Anyway, I kind of rambled a lot, but I'm going to explain these powers now. I'll put an annotation so you guys can skip all that blabbering I just did. But anyway, first off, let me go into my power tree, or my loadout thing. I got Irradiate, Geiger Beam, which is OP, Proton Remedy, which is nice if you want to kind of have that little extra health boost, when you're like taking some damage, and it's just nice to have because there's really nothing else you can add to this to make it any more OP than it already is, from what I've been finding out. Alright, Atom Powered Assault is your attack buff, which is extremely helpful. It's very nice to have it up at all times. You guys need to have it up at all times. And Density, which is especially nice if you get knocked down. So, if you guys get knocked down and you can't use your breakout and you can't get back up right away, Density is nice to pop because it gives you a little extra defense for a little amount of time, and it basically makes you not take as much damage for just that little short time that you're down. And the last one is Electron Flare, which is a damage over time, which is extremely nice to have on at all times because it does do pretty decent damage over time to players. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show. I'm not really gonna do. I'm not gonna actually go into PvP match, but I will eventually upload that scrim that I did and kind of show you how well it was working for me. But I'm gonna tell you kind of my rotation and how I do it. So I usually go in and I start off with Irradiate and my attack buff. I don't have them all memorized yet on their names, but so I basically just do this, pop them both at the same time, and then I would do some weapon moves, and then after a little bit pop my damage over time. You don't want to do it right away because usually, especially after you pop these first 2, they're gonna start blocking, and you kind of want to. I like to do it after I do my combo. I like to go 1, 2, and then as I do that, you can shorten out you can clip it and shorten out your. Okay, so yeah, you can shorten your meteor blast. There's a certain term for what it's called, but you can 1, 2, and then not make it go as long as it normally does, and shorten it and still get the damage at the end. Sorry for that noobishness there, but I do that. Yep, and then if I start taking a lot of damage, I'll go ahead and pop my HP over time, and then I will. If I get knocked down at all, I will go ahead and pop this, like if I fall down, and it's nice because it's as you guys can see, it makes me look like I'm a metal dude, and I won't take as much damage for that little amount of time, probably around 3 or 4 seconds, which is still a pretty good amount of time of reduced damage. And then, for the one I've been waiting for, is Geiger Beam, which is my number 2. When they get below, I think it's 35%. I believe, yes, if the target is below 35% health, the attack deals extra damage. It does a lot more damage, probably times 5 amount of damage that it normally does. So say the person gets down to 34% or 35%, and they have just that amount of health left. If you go ahead and pop Geiger Beam, that will knock them out without a doubt. They're done after that after they hit that 35% mark. That little amount of health they have left, you won't have to worry about doing any more powers or combos after that, because you just go ahead and do that, the fight's over, it's done. The only problem with doing that, with popping Geiger Beam, is if they are in the middle of a combo, they can lunge you, and it will stop the thing, and it will stop Geiger Beam, and you won't get that extra damage. You won't get any damage at all except the first that first part right there. It's the second part that doesn't show anything that what knocks them out. So that's something you got to watch out for. It's really nice to do if they fall down and then you pop Geiger Beam and then the fight's just over. But there's really no reason to use Geiger Beam unless they're at 35% or below, because then it won't do crap for damage. I kind of made this pretty long, but I hope this helped you guys out. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to cut this, but I'll try and shorten it a little bit. I did stutter a little bit, so I apologize for that. But if you guys did watch all the way through, I think you guys will find that this loadout works very well. I think I might end up over time changing I might change out Proton Remedy over time, but right now I can't think of anything else that I'd rather throw in there because it's still nice to have in there. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment below. Let me know if this helped you out. Let me know anything that I might be able to exchange out to make this loadout better. Good luck finding anything. No need to brag. Not trying to brag, but you know it's working pretty well. Make sure to subscribe as well if you guys are into DC content. I do plan on posting a lot more. And like I said, I have a scrim going out later that I think is a pretty funny video because the guy was talking trash and got his butt kicked twice. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This was Intensity, and I'll see you all next time.